The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Hey, welcome everyone to this week's edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel, and each week we bring you the goings-on from the towns and villages in the area that we cover. We're going to be starting off with a couple of written reports that I will announce on behalf of our mayors and supervisors who are enjoying this Thanksgiving holiday break. Starting off with Mike Falk from Lima, who says, or asks, should I say, have you heard? Western New York is in the path of totality of the next total solar eclipse to cross the United States on April 8th, 2024. Visit Rochester estimates we will see 350 to 500,000 visitors to the Great Lakes region for this major event. It's not too early to start planning how your local business, your civic group, your village, your town, your county can be part of this event. Lots of visitors will need places to stay, food, fuel, shopping, and entertainment. Time to start the wheels running. And I will interlude here, just because this is a topic that I know a little bit about. The actual totality of the eclipse will pass through Batavia. So the entire Western New York region is going to be rife with people coming in to watch this thing. And it's going to be during a prime time of the day too. So Mike's right. We're going to see a lot of out-of-towners come in, figure out how to take advantage of it. Next, he reports, Livingston County is looking to fill numerous correction officer vacancies and is pioneering what it hopes will become a new tool in its recruitment efforts. Livingston County is one of just 12 counties from across New York State selected to participate in a newly formed test format by the New York State Civil Service Department. Under the pilot program, the county will administer a training and experience exam, which is used when New York State Civil Service has determined that specific education or experience is a good predictor of success within a specific role. Outside of the pilot, a candidate would be required to sit for an exam and complete a series of written questions. While applicants will still be required to apply to sit for an exam, under the training and experience format, applicants will instead be sent a link to a job-related questionnaire inquiring about their education, work experience, training they may have previously received, and any volunteer involvement in areas related to the correctional officer position. Learn more about this and other employment opportunities by visiting the Livingston County Human Resources page or calling 585-243-7570. Lastly, thanks to the Lima Rotary for holding the annual tree lighting at the town hall this past Saturday. It is the best way to start off the holiday season. That was from Mike Falk, supervisor of the town of Lima. Next, I'll be reading what Maggie Ridge has sent from the village of Scottsville. She says, the heating and eating season has officially begun. Thank goodness for bulky, warm sweaters and sweatpants. Plowing season is right around the corner, unless you live in Orchard Park. As a reminder, the village will ply your sidewalk, but it will not salt it. It's the responsibility of the homeowner or business owner to salt and keep the sidewalks safe. The village is also responsible for plowing the village streets. The town plows the county and state roads, North Road, Charlie Avenue, Main Street, Rochester Street, and Scottsville, West Henrietta Road. Please do not push snow out into the streets, nor park on the sidewalks. No parking is allowed on village streets between the hours of 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. so the teams can clear the streets. Announcing an outdoor holiday decorating contest. To participate, email a picture of your festive porch and/or yard, your address and name to villageclerk@scottsvilleny.org. That's villageclerk@scottsvilleny.org by December 14th. And it will be published for voting on the website and Facebook on December 15th through the 20th. 3 winners will be announced on December 21st. Paper ballots and photos also are at the village office. And with that, I'll take a break and we'll give it over to John Moffett, Town of Mendon. John, how are we doing in Mendon?
Great, Chris. As always, thanks for having me. Just a couple of items. First of all, I want to thank everybody for participating in the local business shopping, which will take place in the Hamlet on November 30th. There will be vendors available, so please stop down at the Hamlet of Mendon on November 30th for the local business shopping day. As we all know, we would like to have as many storefronts as full, both in the Hamlet and in the village of Honeoye Falls as possible. And the best way to do that is to shop local. For anyone who's having any problems with their heat bill this winter, I would suggest that you contact your heat provider, either National Grid or RG&E. There are some programs available for folks who are having trouble with their heat bill this winter. Also, the Mendon Youth Center will be open as the school schedule is. So if school is closed, the Mendon Youth Center will not be open with a lot of holidays coming up. Just wanted everyone to be aware of that. And our speed signs in the Hamlet have come down for the winter, but it doesn't mean that you still shouldn't observe the speed limit signs. So please be aware of the speed limit in the Hamlet as well as our other roads throughout the town of Mendon. Please observe the speed limits. The Honeoye Falls Community Band will be doing 2 concerts on December 10th at the District Auditorium at the middle school, and on December 11th, that concert is sponsored by the town of Mendon. That one's going to be at St. Catherine's. So please get out and support our community band. We have a lot of local individuals who participate in that community band. Also want to mention that the town of Mendon is continuing its financial support to pay down the bond rather, for the Mendon Public Library. This year, the payment was up $85,000, including principal and interest. The original borrowing was for 30 years at $1.35 million. With interest, it's slightly over $2 million payback. And the town of Mendon will continue to make those payments until we get to that 30-year mark. I'm sure there'll be a nice affair for it. I hope to be there for it. And let's see, lastly, I'm sure Rick will mention this, but the Honeoye Falls Fire Department is having their Christmas parade December 10th, one of the big highlights in the community. We will be serving hot chocolate at the Mendon Town Hall. Excuse me. During the parade, so please stop by and visit with your elected officials during that parade. Once again, thanks for having me, Chris.
All right, thanks, John. And with that, we'll go over to see what Rick sent us from the village of Honeoye Falls. He starts by saying, we hope all the Sentinel readers and listeners or viewers had an enjoyable and happy Thanksgiving. With a very short business week, there are not a lot of updates for the village. The village board of trustees met on Monday, November 21st evening for our monthly business meeting. The main subjects were employee reviews, which are all conducted in executive session with the department heads and village board in preparation for the reviews directly with employees. We are thankful for all of our employees and the work they do and want to ensure they know that. And we feel it important to maintain a competitive pay scale for the longevity of our staff. Also discussed were some of the annual holiday gatherings coming up in the next few weeks within the village. Holiday decorations will begin to be installed and put up the week of November 28th. The now annual menorah setup and subsequent lighting ceremony will be conducted and celebrated, and the celebration of Hanukkah will begin. The Honeoye Falls Fire Department annual Christmas holiday parade is scheduled for the evening of December 10th, and the Honeoye Falls Community Concert Band, along with the First Presbyterian Church Bell Choir, will conduct their annual holiday musical event on the evening of December 10th, as well at the Honeoye Falls Central School Auditorium. Many businesses are looking forward to and supporting the storefront building decorating contest this year. While we may call it a contest, the goal is simply to make the village look as festive as possible. The annual Living Nativity scene will take place at Harry Allen Park on December 18th in the evening. Honeoye Falls Scout Troop 10 annual holiday Christmas tree sales are in process now as well. If you need a holiday Christmas tree, please consider supporting the Troop 10 Scouts fundraiser. Again, we are thankful to all those that support our community, and a special thanks to our service members who were not home for the holiday, as well as our law enforcement and fire EMS members serving our community. That was from Rick Milne, Mayor of Honeoye Falls. John, anything more to add?
No,
Seeing none, thank you for being here. Thank our mayors and supervisors for submitting their reports to be read. And thank you for being a listener, watcher, viewer, whatever you'd like to call yourself, for this weekly event, which airs every Sunday at 1 o'clock on our Facebook page. Just like that page, and you'll be notified when it starts playing. Same thing on our YouTube channel. If you subscribe to that channel at 1 o'clock on Sunday, you'll be notified when it's airing there. That's all for this week. Ta-ta for now.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.